Good morning, this is Lisa Knight, and I'm going to give you an overview of the assignments for Module 2. So, in Module 2, you're going to learn about motion in one dimension. The module objectives are listed here, modules objectives 1 through 7, and basically you're going to be looking at and learning how to calculate distance displacement, average speed and average velocity, instantaneous speed and instantaneous velocity, and average acceleration. You will also be looking at position time and velocity time graphs and using those to describe the motion and calculate those quantities of distance displacement, speed, velocity, and acceleration. You will learn how to use the kinematics equations, how to solve motion equations, and you will also look at motion of objects that are in free fall that are accelerating at 9.8 meters per second squared. In order to prepare for this module, you will need to complete the module videos and read Chapter 2 in your OpenStax textbook. Make sure that you have registered for the Pivot Interactives course because this is where you will do your first lab assignment. You have 3 graded assignments. The first assignment is a Homework 1 worksheet. On that worksheet, you will download that worksheet. The worksheet will have 5 to 6 questions on it, each worth 5 points. You will need to show all your work. You will need to make sure that the units are also included on your answers, and please round your answers to 3 significant digits. When you are done, save your worksheet as a PDF or a doc or a docx file and attach it to the attachment link for the assignment. I also have provided a grading rubric for your worksheet, so please refer to it. It is included in the descriptions of the worksheet assignment. The second assignment you will have is to participate in the Physics Forum 2. This will be a little different than what we've done in the past. In this activity, you will be learning how to use Pivot Interactives to analyze motion and to take data. So the first thing you want to do is you want to go to Pivot and you want to complete the Module 2 discussion activity lab. There is a video in the description of the forum that is called the Module 2 Discussion Activity video that explains to you how to collect data the most efficient way and how to analyze the data correctly for this activity. Once you have completed that activity, you need to ensure that it is completed before the initial post date of 9/13. Once you've completed it, you will describe the shape of your graph and present the equations of your graph and discuss the physical quantities each term in the equation represents. That initial post, once again, has to be done by 9/13. Then next week, you will reply constructively, sharing your data and comparing it to 2 classmates on 2 different days. And you should, when you have completed this assignment, have 3 separate posts on 3 separate days. I have included a discussion forum rubric for you to view, just like I did for the last discussion forum, but this one takes into account you completing the Pivot Interactive by the due date for the initial post. So please make sure you refer to it before completing this assignment. And finally, you have Lab 1 to do. Lab 1, it also includes an introduction video that explains to you how to collect the data the most efficient way and goes over the analysis process of the data and highlights the things that I will be looking for in the lab. As you complete your lab assignment, please make sure you show all your calculations and use complete sentences and that you include the units of the final quantities that you calculate in the answers to your questions in the Pivot Lab. I will grade that lab in Pivot and leave detailed comments in the Pivot lab where you can access those comments at the end of this module. Then I will manually transfer the grade of the lab into the gradebook in Moodle. So you have a lot to do in the next 2 weeks. I suggest that this week you concentrate on the first half of the week going through the videos and practice what you've learned by playing the spin the wheel games that I've created for you. And then go ahead and start on homework 1 and complete your initial post and activity for Physics Forum 2. Then next week, complete homework 1 worksheet and complete the lab 1 assignment and follow up on your discussion by posting 2 constructive replies to classmates on 2 separate days. If you have any questions during this module, please make sure that you send me a remind message, or you may text the phone number that I have provided in the syllabus between 9 and 5, making sure that you tell me who you are and what class you're in. And if you would prefer, you may attend the office hours on Fridays from 11 to 12. So please, please, please contact me if you have questions. This is the first module where you have a lot of work to do, and I really want you to get started on it and to focus on it and be successful.